You're now tuning into the sounds of the Potnas podcast.
Yeah. Perspective on topics, news, and shit.
Yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at on the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
trippy.
world's greatest podcast. Why you say it's trippy?
Because we're like literally repeating time right now. It feels like Ferris Bueller's podcast day off.
That's crazy. But more successful.
Y'all know these niggas try to change a little bit about their outfits. Like y'all won't be able to see.
What?
And I'm sitting here in the same
you talking about?
exact.
Brother, what you talking about?
What the fuck?
I'm
Except
sitting
it's
here in the
no.
same- Sitting in it.
That's how we starting the episode, huh?
I love that. We got to be honest, you know.
Welcome to the Potnas podcast, ladies and gentlemen, where we are delivering our perspective on topics, news, and shit. And we are the Potnas, starting with the partner with what we believe to be the largest vocabulary out of the group.
Man, forget that. The sexiest suburban black dad.
The horniest partner on the pod. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dino, a.k.a. the Dictionary.
Way back. Hey, damn, I don't know how I feel about that.
Erotic.
Next to him is the coolest partner in the room. Give it up for B-Rad P from Chicago.
Damn.
Kill City, also as well. Killeen City, Killeen, Chicago, Austin,
clever.
Oh,
Houston.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
actually almost lived in Houston longer than I have
Yeah,
anywhere
that's
else.
crazy. It's where you from. It's where you at, not where you. Where I go?
Sure.
It's where you're from, not where you at.
Okay.
Damn, that actually negates what I was trying to
Lastly, y'all may know me as the explosive partner JT. But y'all motherfuckers know me as Tizzle. The live thrizzle.
Damn, who else?
What the fuck?
Hey! Another explosion on them bitch ass niggas, huh?
It's almost like when we begin the show with you using every button on there. It's almost like it's like priming the listener to
All the possibilities.
to see exactly. It's like giving you a glossary of terms that you'll see used throughout the
Mr. Vice
chapter,
President, I'm
but-
speaking. I'm speaking.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Excuse
that's a
me.
new
You haven't heard
sound.
that one? That's actually he just resurrected that bitch like a zombie.
Riding in it.
Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Hey,
Right.
I just really want the
Shout him
beat
out.
to
He
drop
has a new
after
album
that
out.
one every time too.
Yeah.
Does it feature his new wife?
No.
Okay, that's
Jeannie
kind of
Mai-
weird.
You talking about
Miles?
Jeezy?
No, he has a new
Yeah.
album out.
Yeah, does it feature his new wife?
As in Jeannie.
Why
Mai-
would it? What would she do?
She don't sing, rap, or dance, nigga.
People be in love and they put
She just
shit
be
on
talking?
albums.
She would just be talking like a prayer, like how
Yeah,
Sierra
like
did.
people put their significant others
Who did
on
significant? She's not a nigga though.
Oh,
No, she's
I
married
set
to
it up.
one.
He hit it right off of the
Yeah.
thing. But anyway, I like Jenny Mosh. I saw some shit
She
on
cool.
TikTok.
We fuck with her. But the thing is, their show's canceled. And also, I was just gonna say, the thing is, no, she's nowhere on the album.
You know
But
what's
it's a good album.
You know what's funny about her though
Snowfall?
is that her ex
Uh-oh.
her ex-husband, she told him, she was like,
She
I don't
ain't
want
want no
kids.
kids.
Yeah, and then she got with a nigga, with a real nigga.
And then immediately got impregnated.
I ever seen that TikTok of
strong,
some
dude.
Eastern cultured people
Okay.
doing a line dance.
It's so
And-
I want to
and
do
then
it.
had-
It
it
gotta
has
have
young
good
Jesus.
knees.
Every time you know I gotta spin. That is not.
That's not.
That's
no,
the wrong
racist.
Asian.
That's
That's the wrong Asian. That's South Asian and
Yeah, like
racist.
them up.
So that is not
Punjabi MC.
like what? How do you even do that? We're talking about Jeannie Mai, who is clearly East Asian.
He's all over.
That's like crazy to me. So actually, that just deleted my memory. You're going to hell. I want to denounce everything.
I'm going to hell
that is
because
associated
I'm ignorant.
with me. Yes. Repent. Please repent. Oh my god.
We may be able to learn though. We have to have faith.
Okay.
'Cause a lot of niggas.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. So I apologize.
You knew he was wrong before you did that.
Hey,
I will
shout out
say-
to all our Punjabi and all of our Indian listeners.
Really,
You know.
just
People
What
that
was with the
share
side? What was the long side? I shouldn't have said
Well,
Punjabi.
no. I mean,
What?
sure, yeah. Shout them out. Hey, shout them out. You feel me?
They're, I enjoy South Asians because they understand colorism.
Oh, we're gonna stay here. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here. They
Where's South
understand
Asia?
colorism. South Asia. So the
Which southeast, southwest, or just
no,
south?
South
No, just straight
Asia.
up South
South
Asia.
Asia. So, India,
Okay.
That is a part
India.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
But there's a lot of- among
Bangladesh.
others.
Bangladesh is one of the islands off of there. I
Look
think.
at you.
And shit,
There's other
a
places.
piece of
on
China.
there. Yes, there are
Okay.
some pieces that are directly they border China that are a part of South
Hence
Asia.
there being some
Mongolia.
I think once you get to China, then we consider it East Asia.
Yeah, I would agree. Facts. But there are some bordering areas whereby there's.
I'm just
some
hitting dinks, but I
conflict.
hope that
There's
is
even a
correct.
corner that touches
That's
on the
cool.
Russia piece right there too.
Yeah.
Shit, at this point, listeners,
early
if you're
Eurasia.
watching this episode, I mean, I know y'all are watching this episode, but you see we had the same outfits on from previous episode. So that means that we're riding on like the third, fourth hour of the night, and we're pretty intoxicated and high at that point. Not me, but these two.
Not me
And
either.
Yeah,
no,
I
not
don't
you.
know.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no, I don't
because
get
you have
high.
your coworkers that listen to this.
I don't get high.
No, I'm just not high.
No, at all.
Yeah,
I'm sobered up.
you,
at this
you
point.
said nothing about smoking. I'm just telling you, I'm not. High.
Yeah.
That's what. We'll
Fuck,
go
I
with.
topped my shit off with that tequila, and that's the
Yeah,
first
you
thing I
would think
tasted.
you're high as much as you're sharing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
in fact are the one that's sitting.
You're in fact the one that's
That is you, sir. That is projection. We in fact are crystal
God
clear
damn it.
mind.
I'm actually sober. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
We're having fun. All right. So, if
man,
y'all
that's
listen to the last episode, right? Listeners, if you listen to the last episode, we said that it was kind of dedicated to, Takeoff and all of the other lost soldiers that we've lost this year, all the hip hop moguls. That episode was really just kind of dedicated to that. And I know, right? I didn't know what else
We
to say.
lost Jay-Z. We lost. Let me think of some other moguls.
What
P.
didn't
Diddy.
The only person I would
okay.
consider
I wouldn't
moguls
consider
that we've
moguls
lost,
Legends, icons, hip hop,
being on the pathway.
contributors.
to being
All
a
right,
mogul.
contributors, hip hop contributors. Right,
Too many.
We've lost quite a few. Right, young contributors at that.
That's just the ones that are known more widely known.
And we felt like that it was right to just end the episode with that, and
Let that resonate. Let that
right,
breathe a little bit.
let that breathe
You
a
know
little
what I'm
bit.
saying?
But we wanted to bring our fun topics that we had originally scheduled for that episode over to this new episode. All right, so
let's talk about it.
with that said, we're gonna get straight into it.
I'm nervous.
Yeah,
if
what
you
are we
remember
talking
a
about,
couple of
Tiffany?
episodes ago, I introduced my new segment called Question of the Day.
Oh, hell.
All right.
shit.
Oh, damn.
So, my question for the panel this week. Where's my music? Here we go.
I'm nervous.
How many sick calls do you have before your boss notices? And what are the best days of the week to call in sick?
Damn, I ain't got a boss.
Ooh, I love this question but I also hate this question because I want to be a person that would matter to. Personally, I'm a person who has lived with unlimited PTO, so that is also a very common thing and could be very common to our listeners.
All right, well then
right now, too.
take yourself back
But
then.
I'll take you to now where I don't have unlimited PTO, and I just want to be one of those people that just has an answer to that. There are no wrong calls for being sick. Because
What if you're faking it?
if I'm sick, that's
That's what I'm trying to get. Yes, of course. This is the nigga podcast. We got it. We talk about.
Okay, so guess what? My answer is the same. In the case that I am unable to make it to work and I have the need to even lie about something, I'm sick. That's,
you need that time.
I
It's
must
probably
need
a
that
mental
time.
health day. It's
I
probably
must need
some-
that time.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
and fortunately, I have a management team. I have a management team that not to my own hunt. No, I have a management team who really understands the well-being of your workers and the results that come out of having mentally well and high functioning well balancing between social and work life employees. And so if I were to wake up, let's say even tomorrow, which one of our most important days is Friday, you hate to not cap your week, because a lot happens in a week.
Yeah.
If I rang him at 9 a.m. tomorrow, I was like,
Hey, Bradley.
Hey,
Bradley. What's going on, guy?
I'm not up for this.
Are you working today?
Right now.
I didn't see you log in.
What's going on, buddy?
And I encourage anybody who has management or works for a company that is really trying to make sure that y'all are not stealing time like that, probably has a lot of other issues.
For them to even be thinking a word about you.
Like, because the thing is, if you just take all the ins and outs about it, like business equals results, right? So if you have the space to open up a position for somebody to help you, so long as they're helping you, they're worth whatever you're paying them, regardless of how they have hit
if
the
you can
clock for
quantify
you.
the benefit.
And if you're the type of person or business that is just monitoring something that close that you have to get rid of somebody, and here's the thing, bingo here, you can hit ding again.
Shit.
It costs more money for you to go seek out a new role than it does to keep somebody who's lying about stealing time.
Yeah.
Promise. Unless you're stealing a lot of time and blatant and not productive.
Then you should probably pursue them legally. In fact,
I would do that and keep them employed before I go fire them and then look for somebody and sue them. That's even more money. Stupid.
But that's some Charleston White type shit, so we ain't really on that right now.
Yeah.
And my company just laid off like 900 people. So, but they just claimed that they saving like millions of dollars.
Well, no, they ain't claiming they are. That's
Claim and
thing.
they are right. Exactly. They were like, "Hey, we're only going to go through a deficit for a few weeks, months, maybe,
but we're gonna be
and then we're going to bounce back real fast,
real good,
and then we're going to continue this expensive shit."
Me? It's November.
Yeah,
we're going into holiday months. I'm sure they're gonna do some sort of like.
We already have
Black
like
Friday,
our what we call
holidays.
peak season.
I think more businesses are becoming. It's sad to say that like we have to be so reactive, but I think there's a particular level of proactivity that is just unreal for a business to be able to thrive in the tenses that we live in the world. Like post COVID, it's like, okay, that's proved to us niggas that anything can happen. So it's okay to be really good at being reactive in some particular business moments. Like you can't be proactive for everything. And I feel like if
it's a good balance.
If it makes sense that you need to fire some people to stay as a business to even employ other people, you know what I'm saying? I would prefer you not go out of business than,
Have either of you had to fire someone before?
No, thank God.
I did.
I have been a
military.
part of somebody's firing intentionally.
Yeah.
And he was also black, and I'm sorry about it.
Oh, that sucks.
Because I'm not gonna be played like a fool either. Because thing is, if you can skate, listen, I'm good at skating, but also good at giving results. If you skating so much that you're not resulting in nothing, and it's affecting my job, you gotta go.
Push these niggas off me like who? Push these bitches off me like who?
Okay,
What a relevant button. I'm such a bitch when it comes to like taking time off for me, or just when I choose to be irresponsible at the tail end of the weekend, and then it goes into like my work week. Yeah, and then I just feel so guilty. I get in my own head, and I'm like that's how you know I was such a goody two shoes like growing up, because I just always feel guilty, like like people need me at work, or like I don't want to let down like Stacy's project.
Ain't nobody let down for real.
Right, exactly.
Like the thing is that nobody's really that.
I think it's more so just like a subconscious thing. Like with me, like I'm such a like morally and ethical correct person.
I'm with you,
and
well,
but are you though?
I don't know.
Like,
I really am.
I don't want to say that you're not. I just want to say that it's not even
I need
just
to be,
that.
I need
it's
to be more
also
selfish.
That you both, and we all have, but in terms of this circumstantially now, have been programmed to think and behave that way, right?
Right.
Because like the fact that you feel some obligatory, commitment to helping to take care of Susan's work when Susan's out.
And
this has nothing to do with
actually just to kind of. I don't want to dead nothing because I actually have another point after this one, which is very absolute. This is a very absolute point. Unless you work a nonprofit where you're actually helping somebody's life, fuck that job. Like what? If I don't show up to work tomorrow, I am very involved in my work. Like I have that connection. I do have that connection. I do feel bad if I have made a poor decision a day prior than when I needed to go to work, and it makes me unable to go to work.
Because you're just a number.
Reason. I do have that understanding because I love the work that I do. I love to get to do what I get to do. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, what I'm affecting is some other people's lives who are employed by the company. But at the end of the day, oh my God, Susan's not going to be able to get that Chanel bag, bitch. But I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a.
I mean, I give a fuck because I like doing the work I do.
No,
but
I
it's
think
like,
that's important.
I'm not hurting nobody for real by not showing up to work.
Not to kind of pivot, but I kind of wanted to get a little bit into, I guess what I think I have touched on previously before in past episodes, but I'm just at this point of life where like, and Dino has kind of talked and tried to coach me on this too, but I've reached a level of contentment in my life. And let me tie this into like the job, right? So not my current job, but just any job that I would ever get. Like my passion lies like, and as always and forever will likely lie in the performing arts, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm a thespian by trade. I'm a thespian like at heart, meaning that like not lesbian listeners,
no,
thespian.
Too,
like
so
you're certified.
Wow, there were
you're certified,
and only a certain amount of listeners.
Thespians basically are certified in the performing arts. And you've put in the you have the credentials, and you put in the work and the hours.
Facts. And lesbians love women, so he's both.
Sure. Yes, and right, exactly.
And he's by trade.
Huh? By trade. Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
But
right.
There were two.
I don't have that, but
nobody.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Two cishet.
Bien.
Every time somebody says that there's something by trade, I'm like, oh, you're by trade.
Okay. And so I'm just gonna
it's childish. Go ahead.
Let that fly. Yeah. But no, but the point that I'm trying to get at is that the reason why I haven't been pursuing any of my passion endeavors is because like I'm sensitive. Like you said a couple of episodes ago, artists are sensitive about their shit.
They are.
Right?
Don't be playing about my shit. Huh?
And on top of that, like I just know this type of society that we live in, and like the attention span is shit. Like it's like 6 to 20 seconds maybe of my attention span before I scroll up or I scroll over or I like just discontinue and carry on with my life. And you know, when I make my art, like it's more than that. You know, like it, and so. And I want it to be tough. Like to be appreciated rather than depreciated. Yeah. And so
I agree 100%.
I have more to add, but you have a quick point.
Recently I was talking about like are artists considering themselves artists or good at the art that they do based on whether it's consumable or not. And I think a big piece of it is being sensitive about it because it's consumable art. Like there's artwork that you can create that does not hold its value in or define any piece of it, whether good or bad, based off of somebody consuming the art that you've created. So when I think about consumable art, I think about like, you know, the performing arts for one, and then of course like visual art, right? But there's so many other ways to be artistically expressive that don't rely on. Or not even, I'm not even saying rely on, but are not defined by anyone who has consumed.
Yeah. And so, I just, it ultimately just comes down to like the sensitivity. Like I am completely transparent and honest when I say that I'm the type of artist and creator and an innovator to where I do care about what other people think. You know, like the intent. One of the components to my intent of creating art is for people to appreciate it, right? Because that's the motivating factor. That's one of the motivating factors, aside from like monetary value and aside from like just
that's so interesting.
Like legacy. The legacy component, one of the contributors to that is how people appreciate it and then spread and show, hey, this is how this has impacted my life. This is what influences me, right? But I bring all of this up, right, to say that I've kind of like put that on pause. And so now it's just like I've allowed every other endeavor
you're still looking for the satisfaction of somebody appreciating something that you've done. So when it comes to work, right? Am I tying this together properly?
Kind of
properly,
right?
So when it comes to something that you've done, if you're letting down somebody who could have appreciated the work that you've done. It feels bad when you don't go to work. Is that what you meant?
Well, my company that I'm with right now has shown that it's appreciated me, and that's why I stayed with the company. And the company has also like taken care of me from a monetary value that where like I'm like, oh man, like I really feel appreciated now because I've never been paid this amount of money before in my life.
But it's
from an entity outside from that.
JT. I'm going to challenge you.
Ooh, okay.
Is it so much that you want to show that you want to recognize the fact that they're recognizing you for, you know, paying you well, that they recognize you, or is it that you don't feel particularly worthy of the amount that they're giving to you, which you absolutely
I used to, and I talked to Dino.
Absolutely are. I have gotten I want to read a text message to you from today. This is right on brand, JT.
Okay,
this is right on brand. I was talking about being a punctual person. Actually, that was the first. I'm not a very punctual person, but I do believe in the I do believe in the idea that what's important to you, you'll be on time for. However, there are things that are important to me that also compete or have similar importance to other things, and that's why I still show up late to them. So if I show up late to your baby shower or something, I'm fucking sorry.
The things that are important to you make time for.
Yes.
Because you can make just a little bit of time for that shit. You're going to be late, but I'm going to show up. You made time for it.
I have made time for it, right? Yeah. Don't take my punctuality for my prioritization.
Yeah, you can't have time for everything equally.
So here, I want to read this conversation in particular.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So
let's hear it.
All right. I'd be pressed about being on time from a moral standpoint because there literally is no on time for me or anyone to ask questions in particular, right? Okay. This is in reference to work, right?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Just a friend of mine.
Okay.
Says, no one's checking for you. It's good to have a functioning moral compass, though. And I said, well, it's kind of low functioning, which is kind of the same concept, right? Yeah. I still showed up. Right, so I'm showing you that it's important to me. However, there's other factors that can go into it.
Quiet
and then
quitting.
Then I said, no. I'm saying not quiet quitting at all. I love my job. It's like
we'll define that, listeners, in a little bit,
which I've heard of. Sometimes. I've heard of that concept recently. Yeah. That's a new one. Forbes article.
They just put a word on it. That's all. But it's the old concept. Actually,
so I said, to be honest, everybody is interested in doing the least amount of work with the greatest return and visible amount of compliance.
Of course.
Yeah.
I said,
smarter, not harder.
I find nothing wrong with that, seeing as though our salaries were decided by someone who wanted to pay the least amount of money with the greatest return as well.
Dang.
You want to maximize your
investment.
Capitalism.
I'm not modeling a rare and abstract behavior or compromising my moral compass if we all have the same opinion. Everybody wants to do the least amount possible to gain the highest return.
Right.
Now, it's wonderful to be able to celebrate hard work and good returns on it. And it's kind of sad that we demonize hard work and bad returns that come out of it. It's like, it's failure or you failed, you know?
Right.
But to be squarely honest, everything that we do,
to try to
and every job that I'm sure 99% of this audience is listening to makes somebody else's life easier so that they have to work less. And hopefully they're paying you what you think you're worth. But the idea here, when we shop for things, when we pay for things in this world, we want to pay the least amount possible to get the best out of it.
Yeah.
And if everybody can fundamentally agree on that, I shouldn't feel bad for maybe putting minimal effort and finally getting good results. You know, like it's natural to crave that desire. So
that actually ties into the driving, the home point that I was trying to get at. So I brought in the passion stuff and how I took a pause on that because I left the field open for other entities or like other endeavors to try to capture my interest, right? And so recently during the development conversation, like the periodic shit that you have to have leading to your calibration or your performance review, like annual or biannual performance review, right? If you work in like a corporate entity.
Yeah. Focal point review.
You know, my manager had asked me like, hey, what do you see yourself in 3 to 4 years in this company? And I'm like, to be honest, like, I've set my passions aside because I'm content with life. Like I've had a daughter, I got a house, I got a new car. Things are really good with me and my wife. Like, and everything is pretty solid. And I don't have a passion for really anything else. but I'm open to learn and blooming wherever I'm planted. Right. And so with that said, like with me not having an interest, I'm going to do well no matter what, because like, that's just how I'm wired. And so if I'm not going to do well with it, that means that I don't have an interest in it.
Okay.
And so, and I'm going to let you know that immediately. And
that's the pivotal part.
Bingo.
That's the pivotal part. Don't spend time anywhere. Actually, that text message is saying that exact same thing.
Yeah.
Don't spend any time anywhere that you don't feel like underserves either party.
Yeah. And I also prioritize everything like family wise and stuff, whatever. Like if Keiko's sick, I'm going to go pick her up. Right. And like, but old JT, just like any other like corporate henchman, would basically be like prioritize meetings. Like I have to attend this meeting. Like I can't go get to my daughter because like I have to do this because it's contingent based off of like the success of the company. If I don't do this presentation or whatever, then it's jeopardizing my position and my team and my right.
It's a weird balance, right? Because you want to feel like you've been in
crazy dynamic. Dino, like please chime in.
It's like nothing's gonna happen.
I know you got some shit to sell and to share.
It's kind of. I don't know. I straddle the fence here because I believe on both sides, but I do challenge this one notion because I know you. You know, you see yourself as a creative. You are a creator. You have ideas. I've heard them. You know what I'm saying? We've shared each other's ideas with one another.
Yeah.
As a person who is also artistically inclined and who has dope ideas, I got some dope shit. I'm content too in the sense that I live a life that I didn't know imaginable, right, at the time that I was conceiving my life. And my shit's dope. You can't tell me my life's not amazing. I'm blessed. But the thing about it is I'm not content with nobody seeing my shit. I got some dope shit that I've done, that I've written, that I've thought of, that you guys have never seen yet. Have no idea what I'm capable of. I want you to see this. I at some point I do need to get off my ass and show you this shit. I mean, even down to listen. I record everything. I have some shit that's so like my kid is amazing. I have some shit y'all have never seen. It's like super cool.
Yep.
But doing it, putting it out is so much work that it does require a lot of intentionality. And consistency. And you know, I mean, there's so many things.
So the end goal there is that it's not just because you don't want people to see it just because you just want them to see it. You want people to see it because you want them to appreciate it. In the case that they don't appreciate it.
Even if they don't appreciate it. Because here's a key difference, and this is where I think I would differentiate myself. I don't create for the intention of others consuming my shit, because right now it sits in my in my personal gallery. It sits in closets. It sits in places you've never seen the shit. There's nowhere right now, according to my digital footprint, there's not much record of me being, say, a visual artist or a poet or a writer. And these things are all, there are proof points. I can go send you some short stories I've drafted that are really, really dope. I believe so, at least. You can go look at some paintings I've done over the course of years. I've commissioned works that are hanging right now in libraries in elementary schools and all kind of shit. But the thing is, that's nowhere documented. I don't promote that. I don't share that. I don't show that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that can, if I were to leave today, right, that would die in the aisles of our memories, but not in the world.
I was agreeing with you earlier. I don't think there's wrong with either one. Like, I do a lot of stuff
if I don't sell a painting,
I want to be seen. I want people to appreciate. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what JT was saying earlier. And I think that a way to feel better about the fact that it could potentially not be appreciated in the way that you would like it to, which there's nothing wrong with that, is by having some value in some of the things that you keep private that don't need consumption. And those things are, like you're saying, are things that you are content with. Like, if you, like you said, if you died tomorrow and nobody saw anything about that, you wouldn't feel under,
those shits are still dope.
Yeah.
Like, they're still super dope.
I think it's good to strike a balance.
You should share them,
as an artist.
Possible. Yeah, perhaps.
I think it's, to tie this back to the question of the day, I think, like, it's safe to say that the three of us, the partners, are in the position to where, like, we have no issues. Like, I know Dino is the only one of the three of us that sits currently in that entrepreneurial seat right now, on a day-to-day, like, main job, priority. I get paid basis, by somebody. Whereas Bradley and I, by corporate entity, right? Exactly. Okay. So, but it's safe to say that even if you were still in the under the corporate umbrella, it's safe to say that the three of us, and I speak for all three of us, that we would prioritize our interests and what the things that we want outside of work above work. And it's just like, hey, I'm not feeling it today. I don't feel good, so I'm calling off.
Great job at connecting that.
Yeah.
Because that's why your ass should call in when you feel like you need to call in. Because you know at the end of the day, what is happening in your personal life is always more important. I don't care if it's underwater basket weaving.
Yeah.
And can I please say as well for our
put a cap on
for our creative that goes for all all professional types. That goes for creative, professional freelancers, contractors, independents, people who collect their income from 1099s when it comes to tax season, and people who gets the W-2 joints. I think what you have to do is value yourself enough to give you time back. But that's what it boils down to. Because me as a person who has to manage client workload and, like if I do not work, then I do not eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to still give me time to sit down.
That's hustler's ambition.
You have to give yourself time to sit down. You'll burn out.
There's some. Okay,
your body will fail. You have to sit down.
All right.
Sometimes.
Okay, so
because it will fail on you.
What's cool about being a small business owner is that sounds perfectly fine until you look at it as a big business owner. And what I was going to say earlier to kind of cap that instead of what I said was that like the CEO going to pick his personal life over you too.
Of course.
But see, that's the thing though. So it's like, but the thing is that ends up affecting mass amounts of people. So it's like, capitalism is a tricky subject.
No, that's true.
It's like, so like and it goes back to what I said is that everybody can agree that there are certain concepts like working less and getting a better payout than what you put into it, or the fact that everybody can agree that your personal life is way more important. But sometimes very linked when you are a business owner.
Facts. You
because you want me to be happy in order to keep coming to work and delivering results for you at an agile pace.
So there are certain things, but if you work for yourself and you know that your work is directly tied, your wealth is directally tied to your work and not somebody else's work.
And there's no one to delegate
you're in
to.
a safe space.
Like you can, you
I have no desire to ever be.
The pandemic did good for us, didn't it? It made a lot of people realize a lot of things.
People lost their lives, but
and I don't know if it was like for me, like.
And we had to go work down at the Subway because Mr. Fucking Subway said that Subway sandwiches need to exist during this world-changing virus.
Business is tricky, G.
Speaking of business, let's get into the highlight topic. Since we're already on the topic.
Oh, shit.
Today's highlight topic is going into business with your friends.
What are we talking about today?
Going into business.
Additional highlight topic.
Right. No, that was the question. That was the question of the day earlier.
I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep bringing the fact that we're doing another episode.
Yeah, in our same outfit.
So here we are again.
Another highlight topic.
Highlighting something
I'm gonna
else
get some
today.
special effects to come across.
Yes, I love when I listen to other podcasts that you can tell that they recorded more than once in the same day. I'm like, why are y'all trying to hide it? We want to listen to you.
No,
we're all about our authenticity here.
Yeah, I clicked on it. I like y'all. I subscribe already. Just listen again.
I'm gonna put like a thumbnail of like a different picture now.
Literally, the joke about it would be like it's the same shit. Like, no, both the same one. Actually,
y'all should be impressed. Y'all should be impressed that we can switch gears in the same breath.
Right.
So I would just like to say, by this point in time, you guys have noticed that Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has come out.
Oh shit! We can start predicting the future.
It has come out already.
So by the time that this episode comes out,
that movie
it's
was
already out.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
was
gonna
amazing.
go and I'm gonna watch it.
I saw it because it came out. By the time this aired, I would have seen it.
Oh my god!
And I loved it.
Oh my god! So let me think. What's gonna happen in 2 weeks?
Shout out to
I cried.
I'll probably like stub my toe or something. What else is gonna happen in 2 weeks that we can try to predict now?
Damn. Fucking.
We're gonna find out who took our poor dad.
That's one guarantee.
Right. Actually, and we'll know.
Shout out my wife.
Who took Takeoff's life. Probably.
Oh, we know that now, you nigga. What you talking about?
It'll be announced in the places that
I made good. I might be putting too much business out when I say this, but I made no. This has nothing to really do with y'all, but I made amends with my mother-in-law.
Oh,
That's a beautiful thing. Families, yeah.
So you're just gonna go do that after this episode, or has it already?
No, it already happened. It already happened.
Oh,
So
Okay.
that was a long time ago.
not at all.
Because you just have like
We was talking about the future, nigga. That's present.
That is nice.
you
That's
have
good.
I'm
glad about it.
it's more work to be done in the future, but by the time that this episode comes out,
the work.
you know,
There's a lot of- there's work
she
to
would have
work.
already
The contracts
been
will be
like
signed.
back in the house and like taking care of Keiko and all that shit and stuff,
That's
whatever.
beautiful.
But
That's beautiful.
but
I applaud that.
No, she was tripping though for a long while,
All
and
right,
then I
now,
finally
that-
like
that's aggressive. Now you're predicting the future, all right?
No, what he's writing his future things.
Gas
Sabotage-
prices,
Not a gunshot in the
gas prices will go up. Let me think.
No, at
I'll
this
probably
point-
get
That was the
some in my
gas
car.
exploding.
It's
I'll have a beard.
it's still a bull
Oh
market.
no, I'm gonna keep cutting it.
No, by this point in time, yeah, I would have had a. I
That's the best sound effect.
would have rolled in it a couple times. You feel me?
I would have been I didn't mean to hit the gun. Oh shit! Goddamn it! All right. Going into business with your friends, is it
damn.
feasible, or is it a recipe for disaster?
Okay, let me kick
You
this
go
off.
first. Yeah.
Only because I like to just acknowledge our truths, right? Like, I think it's important to take stock of where you are before we talk about where we're going and where we've been. So where we are is the fact that we sit here today united, 3 contributors to a common goal. We are the partners on the Potnas podcast, right? So we have already entered into an agreement by
Is
which
it a business? Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's exactly where I'm going. I think it's important. No, I think it's important to hear from where you got. Because listen, Potnas was there was a vision when this brand was created. I already saw where this was 20 years from now, potentially, and I think it could be something way more or way less than that. But my point is, yes, I saw this being something that could most certainly be a means of monetization in the simplest form, right? There's so many ways. There's affiliate marketing. There's, there are people who've approached us already about certain sponsorships and things that we're working on right now that we'll eventually announce soon, hopefully, to our listeners. But my point is, this was something that even knowing the potential in there being some monetary, gain from this, we entered into it in agreement with and also, well, let me not go past that.
I should be taking notes.
Let me not go past that. So, where we are currently,
Okay.
I already see us as having entered into an agreement with one another that could be a business situation.
Yeah.
And in me, because I believe speaking things into power, this already is a business, right?
Okay.
And so in many ways, it already truly is. I can show you how it already is. There's numbers, there's an amount that's been invested into this.
We have
there's
a
yield.
social payout of
And we
of
traffic
our
in
time.
social currency.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thousands,
Yeah.
thousands.
You're absolutely correct.
Of
And
streams.
that's, you can monetize
we-
that quite
right.
literally in my field, right? So it's like, yes, we have equity in this already right now that we can quantify. And so for me, can I enter into one I already have? Oh shit. Now what?
Yeah.
Now
Right.
what is the question for me? So for me,
Question was should.
Is it feasible, or
Is
is
it
it a
feasible?
recipe for
so
disaster?
I'm saying I see it
Is
as
it
feasible
feasible?
because
Okay, so yes, you see it feasible.
yes, we're already doing it.
Yes.
Now I think there's some nuance and things I can get into as to how I think it can or cannot work. But I would like to first give you guys the floor to answer the question.
Before we answer and respond, like,
nigga failed miserably.
glad you went first.
so have you gone into business before Potnas, like with your homies? Or did you have opportunities where you could have gone into business with other people, whether that be like selling and breeding dogs and shit, or like?
I mean, the short answer is no, I have not formally. Oh wait, see, that's kind of crazy. I mean, yes, technically, yes, I've entered into business agreements that involve people that I was cool with. Does that make sense?
Okay.
But it wasn't an intentional, we gonna link up and we gonna make this business, brother. No, it just worked out. We happen to maybe both get some equity in this. You know what I mean? Like, it
fucking
was,
Frank
There's
Lewis?
a way that we
Lucas?
can help each other earn more. We were already earning,
exactly.
And there's
And-
a way that we can help each other earn
absolutely. Or you brought me on board of a situation that
Right.
you were privy to
That
that
you needed.
yielded us. So,
yes.
But, did those always work out well? No. plot twist. This also has part to do with the. I left you guys on a cliffhanger. I'm gonna give you an update real soon.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
It ties into this topic, so I will say.
You're supposed to give us an update from the last episode, but I know
I'm giving it to you right now.
Oh shit!
So next one, we've actually been leading you guys on. We put the same outfits back on. It is another
Right. This is a whole fucking week later, niggas, and we just put the shit back on.
It is another.
But we did dry clean it, so
I'm still ashy.
dry cleaning it.
I still got a cold sore over here on the same part. So Pete, right? I don't have a cold sore. People who are listening, I don't.
The chords are probably literally.
Remember when I got a
exact same? That's the thing. We could have completely changed, and people would have still clocked it because of the other parts of the room.
Hold on,
like,
it is covered in the
everything
same
is in
spot.
the exact same place.
These toasters, we got an extra for no reason.
Bruh.
Rearrange the shit like now. Can't even tell, nigga.
Go ahead to the update.
Episode 2.
Hey, you take like a screenshot of both episodes and be like, which one matches and what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Do you know hat color? Yeah.
Like when you see this. When you see it.
Yeah, like when you see it. If
Oh
you know,
my
you
gosh.
know.
Point out 10 different nuances.
What's in your partner's pack?
Riding in it.
So,
All right.
damn, what was the question?
No, you were updating.
No, yeah, you already.
Oh, okay,
you
quick
already-
update. So by this point in time, people, there has been some developments. I will say this, and I'll keep it brief.
By this point in time, 45 minutes later.
A week later.
Yeah, we're at 41 right now.
I have
wow.
That's impressive, right? I have connected with one of the people with whom were associated with this company that I had kind of an abrupt ending with that has looped back around. What I am now questioning, having had this interaction, is if I maintain a professional relationship.
Why did they end it?
That's what gets.
Yeah, I think that's what people would expect.
Was it your
from the
fault or
previous
was it?
episode.
Oh no!
Was it your fault or was it
We
theirs?
would like to hear more.
I can. That's the easy answer. The runway ran short. They ran out of money. Couldn't pay me.
Oh, oh, that's that
It's a startup. It's a tech
political.
startup. No.
Right?
Fuck that nigga. It's a tech startup.
But then,
Oh, a tech
like
startup.
most tech startups,
But
something
87%,
happens.
90% tech
So they're
startups
back
fail.
because-
They fail in their first year.
And they all hit the lottery, and then
They get funding.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
Series A funding some other time, and boom,
Yeah,
then
that's
they're
every startup, successful startup.
They always
story,
fail
yeah.
first. Yeah.
So they're
this is
so
nothing
they're
crazy.
back
I'm just
because
saying.
they. Oh wait.
Which is why Yeah.
Man, okay.
So
Homeboy's back.
Well-
and he's like,
but I don't know if
"Hey, let's retry this." But you're like, I don't know because
You're a
you
little
fell
scorned.
before. I don't know if you're gonna.
But
think about-
the roster seems to have changed.
Oh,
It's not the same
That's
team.
how they got.
Is it
funded.
interesting?
That was part of the deal.
Does it intrigue
so.
you?
We got to lead y'all with
I
somebody
don't.
else.
I need to learn
company
more.
needs
I need to
other
learn more,
leadership.
and so I started digging into things.
Is it contractual or not contractual?
No, we're not
but
even
like,
there
is it a contract? Like he wants you to be a contractor, or does he want
Yeah.
you full time?
contractor?
Okay, then just test it out, nigga.
That's where we are. That's what I'm saying.
What if you end up doing work again?
And I don't-
that
and
you-
it lands
Bingo.
me in the
I
city.
understand your plight.
So that's where I am. I don't even know if who knows if I want to pursue. I don't know.
But actually, what you're doing right now, hopefully they don't listen to this episode. But
And even if they do, I haven't said anything to compromise our
what you're
business
doing right
relationship.
now is doing a great job at negotiating because you're actually increasing your value because you're unsure.
That's a fact.
Yeah, baby.
What number would it be that you needed?
But here's the thing:
order
they
for me-
already understand the value, which is why I was
270.
preaching that shit
That's why
before.
you need to ring it even worse. So even if you are sure, just wait
Milk
even
the cow.
longer. Just wait till you see it. Shout out Bryson Tiller, by the way.
What?
Bryson Tiller remade that.
Yeah. Oh, this is deja vu again. So we're now in the second. No, because you're not gonna do that again.
Bitch. Okay. All right.
Hey.
The fun part about that is that we were gonna sing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right now, call this 10.
you are are now tuning in to the sounds of the Potnas podcast.
We cannot monetize this episode
As long as we keep talking over it. Last episode we did a freestyle, but this time we about to go wild. It's that boy Young Tizzle on the beat. Man, hold on, these niggas know I run the streets. Yeah, but I ain't a street nigga. Man, hold on, I am the from the hood, nigga. Man, don't make me pull the trigger. Don't test the boy, pass it off to D.
Pass it off to D and I'ma give it to you. I done came down shit, I'm a hood nigga. Psych, I'm a fucking king. I done came down while you looking at me. I'ma pass it off to my boy BD. B-Rap P, what you gotta say, G?
I ain't got shit to say, but I got shit to pay. Because I got bills on. But the bills. But I'm gonna show up to work like a wheel. And I don't take wheels. I'm trill. Cause I'm from the H. And I don't nothing wrong with H, huh?
Drive with the H. I'ma come through. No, we don't fucking hate anybody. We can come through and we ride rich. I'ma come through with bitches. I'ma keep it going. Yeah, we making money riches. Huh? What you wanna say? It's that boy DJ. What you say?
We ain't fucking with the A. Matter of fact, we don't want no plex. Come to the fucking tech. Sis, what your boy? Come chill with the homie on the couch. That's see what I'm about. Yeah.
I rap like Zach Fox. Look him up when you get a chance.
Who's fucking Zach Fox?
No, that's
all right.
I'm the worst. Actually, Zach Fox.
That was right on the right on the cusp.
Well,
right
these episodes are kind of mirroring each other. They're perfect links to each other. I can see it now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who is Zach Fox though? I feel like this.
That was fun.
Exactly.
I like the spontaneous. This shit is completely spontaneous.
Or I'm gonna shoot a nest on God. I ain't playing by my Lord.
God.
Shoot on God. Whoa, no.
Oh no! It's a gospel song.
No. Oh, is it really?
No. But do you guys watch Abbott Elementary?
Yes.
It's brilliant.
You know her Quinta's boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
the rapper Zach Fox is actually a real rapper who kind of raps the way that he does on the show, and he has a song called "Jesus Is the One," and then in parentheses it's called "I Got Depression." You've definitely heard it before. It goes duns.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, you better praise God, or I'ma shoot an ass on God. I ain't playing by my Lord and Savior. I'm on my job.
Yeah.
If you ain't a Christian, I'ma shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
If it ain't about Jesus, I'ma hit you with this K.
Yeah.
It rolls.
He's basically saying, if you're not talking about my Jesus, then you can get this pieces.
But most of his songs are like kind of funny like that. Paradoxical. Paradoxical.
That's a good word.
Paradoxical. All right, back to the business with your friends. Bradley, do you want to chime into this?
Yes.
Is it feasible?
I was gonna say
is the question.
Okay, when he initially posed that,
feasible or disaster?
I want to be honest and say that I was gonna say, fuck no, don't never do that shit. And then that's because I realized that I didn't really hear the question properly.
Nah, nigga, you heard it.
And then Darian doubled down with that because he did point out to me that we are technically in business because we are trading work for particular capital. Understood. Okay?
What happened to your previous business or podcast?
However, I have never. I didn't consider that a business.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't consider this one until Darian said something.
Yeah.
But so that keep throwing the shots. She's good on Twitter. She'll have you drug.
Oh,
be careful.
Don't. Yeah,
okay.
Careful what you ask for.
She gonna drag me? What's she gonna do?
She could. Well, your Twitter probably don't exist to begin with. So
your Twitter?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your Twitter?
You
I do have
on
Twitter.
Like
you get on like that?
Not really. Yeah. Just to like, I actually have our plug, our behind the scenes guy for Potnas. He operates our Twitter.
Oh yeah,
you know
so,
Twitter.
Yeah, when I get a text message from somebody that's not my co-host about me needing to what do you say? I needed to do something. Oh no, he told me to repost it. I was like, add me to the bio of our own fucking Twitter then. And he did it. I was like, oh, you run our Twitter. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Shout out to
that's actually the type of work that I would like to do in entertainment though. Like I don't want to run my social media if I ever like pop like that. No, you do not.
Shout out to Todd Knows Best.
Kanye.
Yeah, Todd Knows Best. That's what we're referring to.
I'll be canceled in a moment. I need somebody to manage my shit.
You would not
if
be
I
worse
get famous.
than Kanye, fam.
If I get famous, I would be like Ari Lennox. Put it like that.
Do you understand I'm already like that?
I would do a bad job with my social media because I want to treat it personal.
I don't want to treat it at all, so my shit would for sure. Just everyone's listening. No, if you interact with me, it's not me. It's a bot or it's somebody paid.
Okay. So going back to the question, yes, it is possible for me to go in business with my friends if it is feasible. If they are, I can see. Okay, let's put it like this. I'll be honest to say that this question, I wanted to take it at face value. Like two regular niggas like, let's mow lawns together. And he start arguing over how to edge the lawn and shit. I'm like, that it's not going to work with good friends because you know each other too well. And then I thought about the other side of it. And it's like, if I were to pop, like the business that I would get into with my friends would be where I would have given them money anyway, but you about to work for it. But do stuff that you already do for me in my life because we've already bingo. We've already been in
you
business.
Hit it.
So you actually
right there.
You enlighten me here. We're in business in every way except for the capital is different. Like the revenue is different, right? Like,
because I'm not gonna ask Bradley to fucking cut lawns with me if I've never seen you cut grass before.
I'm never gonna go into business with somebody who hasn't convinced me about the business being something viable.
Don't convince. If you gotta fucking convince me, chances are I'm not gonna be interested, and I'm not gonna be invested into it. And even if I do start it, I'm not gonna finish that shit.
Exactly.
Like I'm going to exit.
The type of business that I'm interested in with my friends is business that is changing the type of profit that we get out of the things we already do for each other.
The reason why this works is this right here works.
That's why this
so
works.
Now it's cash.
The three of us do this all, like with or without the platform. We're going to talk. We're going to socialize. We're going to talk about trending topics, news, events, and we're going to
doing things you already know. You're trafficking in like
For example,
common currency.
Gabby will make me take a picture in a heartbeat, and I hate it, but I do it anyway because she's my friend. The payout for me is like, oh, I did something special for my friend. However, in the case that let's say, for instance, she was getting paid for the pictures that she takes, and I happen to be the person who's taking them,
and you weren't getting anything.
And now we're still in business, but now the profit, instead of me just being happy about like, hey, I helped my friend take a cute picture.
Yeah,
the profit is now like, hey, I'm getting a cut of what somebody's paying you for those photos.
Yeah.
So I'm into that type of business. I'm not about to go into nothing from scratch to start up. None of that.
All right. So let me chime in.
Live with friends.
Great points that both of you have made.
I would.
I'm gonna,
I'd invest
bring the adverse side of this and talk about like how it can be
money.
I'm going to talk about how it can be a recipe for disaster because I've been in business with friends multiple times in the past decade.
Dummy.
And
did you make money? So maybe you're not a dummy. If you made money, you're not.
I've made money and I've lost money.
Oh, dummy.
And so
that's how it goes. That's
you live and you learn, right?
Yeah.
But this shit was happening like while I was in college. So am I really a dummy?
That's a long time ago.
Come on now. I got so. I've worked with many.
But I mean, that was
different.
Like, yes, that was a business, but that was also.
It started out as just like a passion.
That's passion for.
And then it started turning into a business, and then it became a business, and then I had to cut niggas loose because like they weren't meeting the demands and they didn't understand the concept of business. And
even
then
that
that's
was different,
when
Tizzle, because that still always was and remained yours. You didn't share ownership
but they joined in.
They weren't in business with you. You employed them.
Yes, they were still.
That's not what I asked though. I said going into business. I didn't say going into like partnership.
What does going to business mean?
Business means like we can be aligned, or we can be subordinate.
Okay,
you can be a subordinate to me, or I can be a subordinate to you, or we can be aligned.
Okay,
that's what going into business.
I mean, what I said
would
have been that I'm employed by Gabby taking her pictures. So
absolutely, what you said is applicable, and what you said was applicable for sure. But what I'm talking about is any of those three realms, right? Whether you work for somebody or they work for you, or y'all have equal ownership of a business entity, right? And so, regardless of which category you fall in, it can be a recipe for disaster. And I'm speaking from experience how it's been a disaster because you got to deal with people's like procrastination levels and stuff or whatever. And I'm definitely not talking about anything that we've experienced with Potnas, right? In the past, I'm talking about like everything that I've experienced in the past before Potnas and what I've witnessed with my other homies being in business with each other and how it went sour. And during this segment, I was actually supposed to be calling some of our like some potters that have been on the show previously, but it's clearly late. And but I wanted boys asleep, right? For
if
sure.
we thought about it at 10 o'clock.
Well, we can. But that's what I was trying to get at. But I knew news. Yeah, I know. Man, we fucking missed that
That's
opportunity.
Yeah.
I keep telling people that, hey, we're gonna call people and stuff, whatever. And we've yet to
wonder
call
what his
somebody.
opinion would have been on this.
I know. Oh yeah. He would have had some great
I
insight.
don't wonder at all. I can tell you.
No, it would have been gold. It would have been gold.
Yeah.
And I gave him a heads up too.
Well,
and I just and ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Courtney.
You have to be really diplomatic too, because like things. Here's another thing too, just to kind of add to that point. Too, it was like things can go awry technically, right? It didn't work out for us, but that doesn't mean it was pointless or it was bad because of you or it was wrong.
Well, definitely not saying that.
Every time I see business,
it was a lesson learned.
Yes, there's some things that have gone wrong, and I'm glad.
What are you saying, bro?
I'm seeing business not work out between friends. It not only do you lose money or don't earn any, you also lose social capital too. So
bingo.
With the person, or
I don't know if
yes,
it's worth it. Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to get at.
Your relationship is forever strained.
And most of my relationships with those people that I've worked with have been strained. Like I would never reach out to them again because like just the way that they conducted business.
That's extreme, but there are situations where I've seen like, oh, we're still good friends. I'm like, no,
no, incorrect, fucking correct. Hell no, no, we're not good because you took money from me or you like
that specific.
Derek Johnson?
No, Thomas. What's the nigga from
Thomas Washington? Thomas Washington.
You either took money from me or like you gave up on the concept.
If we okay, so
going
your relationship.
So going into D's point about like partnership, if you fucking like quit out on me, like I'm speaking based off of one of my friends' examples. They had a lash business. And that they were supposed to like be going into 50-50. And they had like a whole consultant or whatever that gave them the whole blueprint of how they needed to conduct their business and everything. And then one person said like, well, I want to go about it in this direction. And the other said, I want to go in this direction.
They probably do more than lashes because just lashes is not sustainable.
Yeah. But it was about how they wanted to bring in the income and how they wanted to run their schedule.
I got you.
Even if they had a short-term business plan, like a 6-year thing, like lashes are just like body types in fashion. Like
they had a consultant. They told them exactly what they needed to do, but one of the two was just like, I hear what they saying, but I'm still going to operate in this. They were stubborn. They were stuck in their ways.
I've seen that a million times.
Like, just...
And it didn't work out. And these are friends.
And it didn't work out. They were friends. They were roommates. And then they broke up.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, they don't talk. They don't fuck with each other at all. It's nixed. It's done.
To live with you. It's good friends either. I think it's a terrible idea.
Oh, I would agree.
I've done that. Well, I've lived with Courtney. We're just fine.
Yeah.
So, but there's not I don't think that... I don't really always think it's a good idea.
I'm not saying it's a great... I mean, I've done it, and it was a good thing for me. I think
that there's a particular level of...
I agree, actually.
We got to talk about
intimacy that is revealed in particular situations in life, some of which being included in business and living together. And there's like particular intimate moments that shouldn't be shared with every friend that you would define someone as your friend.
Oh, for sure.
And
I have to have a reason to go into the business with you.
Yeah.
It's not just
the biggest.
Can you expound on that?
I don't think that's a
please.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought it up. Like, no, you.
Oh,
nigga.
I think that friendships work off of multiple. This is my TED talk.
No, don't dance around it. You're talking about something specific. I feel like.
No, I'm saying that I think friendships need to they should be treated with care based off of how you know each other, what your relationship thrives under when you are under good terms, which could be an extended period of time. It could be from the moment you met until the moment you're thinking about it. and that you should not do things to manipulate the foundations of your friendship. One of those being living together, being in business with each other, being fucking each other, being I think that you should be very careful about shit like that. So when you ask about
you probably shouldn't fuck your friends. Probably.
I'm sorry, Bradley.
You should not.
You should not fuck your friends.
Darian brought out this piece of Kit Kat like it was a dick.
I was trying my hardest to ignore it.
What? The way you unwrapped this Kit Kat bar, bro. You like look like you unzipped your pants and then pulled the wrapper off.
Nothing had to break about the wrapper. It's almost like
you like peeled it off like it was a condom, and you just like. And you looked at it, and then you like thumbed it away, and then you were just like looking at it, and you're like,
try not to make a lot of noise.
You did eat it kind of sensual. I will say
y'all
that.
niggas bugging. They bugging.
You didn't even crunch it. You just was like,
but you were
all right. Reenactment.
You were
like thumped it with your fucking tongue.
I went away from the mic to make sure this is a cookie wafer covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to crisp in the mic.
Actually, earlier
I feel like wafers are aphrodisiacs.
I mean fucking Whoppers. The
wafers.
I'm like over here getting crunchy candy.
Because every person that likes Kit Kats
is nasty.
It's nasty, so fucking nasty.
The white chocolate ones is good, so that means I like white bitches.
You just real nasty.
Because I don't like white niggas. Gross.
What the fuck?
Pink me.
Okay, cut it out. I was thinking Dahmer.
Wait.
I
had a picture of Dahmer the entire time.
Yeah, well,
actually, wait, what?
That's one of the. You know what?
What the fuck are we talking about?
Back to
what?
This.
No, stop it.
And I was gonna say something that's gonna get me canceled.
Please don't. Please,
I'm not.
It's too late.
I do want to say something about Kit Kats though.
Okay.
If you mix a Kit Kat, so you know Kit Kats, they're about the end. They're the last third of the Halloween candy. Especially the milk chocolate.
Crazy as hell. He eat 3 Musketeers.
Crazy as hell. So
the Halloween candy is like 3 weeks old at this point.
I do not. Joys,
oh my
so
god! I would rather those are in my version of hell. A bunch of fucking almond joys and Kit Kats.
Why y'all still make those?
Like what?
Please cut it out.
I'm allergic, by the way. So,
but wait,
I can't even eat
them.
them.
If you mix a Milky Way, who is also in the last third, they're also in the last third of the Halloween candy.
That's
like
just straight nougat.
But if you it's not. Okay, it is nougat. You're right.
Nigga.
3 Musketeers is not. That's mousse.
That's
it's
mousse.
Chocolate
that's
mousse.
Or
maybe it's chocolate nougat. But anyway,
they both nasty. 3 Musketeer and Milky Way.
If you mix a Milky Way with, I just tried it. If you mix a Milky Way with the Kit Kat, it kind of tastes like a Twix.
Don't do that. If you love yourself, don't
take a bite of each. I'm telling you,
I don't even like Twix either.
I love Twix. The 2 candy, but if you love yourself, don't do that shit.
Wait, you don't like Twix? What the fuck's wrong with you?
What chocolate candy do you like, my nigga?
I like Snickers.
He can't even say it turn right. It's Snickers. So I take it back. I'm not going to business with these niggas. I'm going to be honest.
We're not buying a candy bar factory for anybody.
No. Sam makes fun of me all the time about how I say it, but I always say Snickers, but I know that it's Snickers.
Do you like the almond Snickers?
Huh?
Do you like the
almond Snickers? I ain't even had that before.
Not really.
No.
To be honest, like it's a completely different candy.
Yeah, because something about almond and caramel together, like just
it
goes better together to me.
You're bougie. But I can tell you right now, the one thing I know that's amazing is a symphony bar.
What's that? Oh, that's that Hershey. That's a real old
Symphony?
man vibe.
No.
Yes, it is. Where you get them Family Dollar? No. When you're picking up the paper towels before you head home. Those are the vibes. Symphony gives. I drive.
By the way,
a '96 Lexus that is in pristine condition.
Since we're talking about paper towels, since we're talking about paper towels, that clip that picture that I showed y'all, like when I asked y'all, how's y'all days going? Because I just was moving stuff in my refrigerator, and the next thing you know, the leftover fucking ranch from the previous meal just fell off and splattered everywhere, and this wasn't even fucking 2 feet off the ground. And the angle that it fell and splattered all over, it went into the hinges, under the fridge.
Did you let the
under the fucking vegetable?
Oh my god,
fam! I had to pull this shit out.
Oh, that sucks.
All the way, had to clean the inside of that,
and then whenever you put the drawers back,
and then the drawers back
down, they be all musty looking in there. It's just, I
Cloudy. It is
I
ranch.
had a spill in the
It's
fridge.
ranch.
Oh my
too.
God, it's
Which
ranch.
is like the
It
most
be
milky.
cloudy.
It's the
It's
thing.
so
It
milky.
looks clean when you clean
You
it
wiping
with
the
that
smears.
Oh my God.
It's gonna dry.
It's the worst.
It's gonna dry
It's the worst.
ashy. It don't matter what you do.
It's
to
gonna be
it.
brown.
Ranch be like,
Gotcha, bitch.
that's how it be, man. Fuck ranch.
I love ranch though.
Okay, I didn't really get into that until I became an adult.
How do you not have like mucus always in your body, Dino?
Because I listen to Dr.
You like
Sebi.
Kit Kat, like you like
Who you talking about?
Three Musketeers, Milky Way,
eat that nasty
Almond
shit.
Joy, Mounds,
You just naming all the
Ranch.
Let me
You
think of
like
another nasty
cheese,
thing.
We're not
custard,
Sugar
lard.
so random.
You like
What are you-
you like all
delicious.
the.
First of all,
naming shit.
Have you ever had chicken fried in lard? Bitch, that's the
I
best.
am
Boy, if you don't get
from Mississippi.
hell no, nigga.
The best chicken is fried in lard. The best fried things are fried
What
in
y'all
lard.
calling lard? Are you talking about Crisco?
Or worse, like actual lard.
Actual lard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was making sure you guys were talking
Unrefined
about.
fat.
No, it's disgusting, but it is delicious.
Bradley. So all right, so I think we can put a cap on the business, going into
Yeah.
business with your friends and
Don't
stuff.
do it,
whatever.
right?
No, I think you should.
Don't do it. Like just assess it. If it's somebody that you don't trust or you got a question, don't go into business with them.
Yeah.
If they don't have any business acumen, meaning that they don't have any knowledge about how to
wasn't
conduct a
gonna say
business
that.
or that, huh?
I wasn't going to say that because remember I was saying you should not manipulate the terms of your friendship.
If you have, if y'all share a common interest about the business and it seems like that y'all are both passionate about it, then do it. But
Okay, I like that.
if you
Nah,
have
there's
to
some people
quit,
I could see us doing some.
if you
Target
have
and
questions,
Walmart are passionate about the same business, but you don't see them going.
all right. But then how about you fucking chime in and talk to the audience and let them know then like what they should do.
Well, I mean, you making the decision for them. Do y'all believe in that or not?
All right.
Would you guys go into business with a friend? I do think that it's possible, people. It's possible. There are some
Okay.
friends I would probably do it with. Now, the question is family. Because there's some family that I for damn sure.
That's
There's some
it.
family that I am. I would love to have a business with my father. There's some shit we're working on. I would love.
Actually, I think
Oh,
that's
a comic
way more
book?
possible.
There's at least 5 right now. I can tell you substantive ideas that are 2 that are already bearing fruit. You're going to hear about one of them really
The
soon.
reason why you would go into business with your father is because your father's very submissive, and not in a negative context, but
Damn,
like
he listens.
more so.
I
Like
don't agree with this. None of this nigga saying
it's
pop.
not. It's not. I don't mean submissive in a negative
talking about?
context, but or in a connotation. Listen. He loves you so much. He's gonna be like, and he trusts you. He loves you and he trusts you
That's
with
true.
everything, right? And so he knows that your acumen is going to lead to success no matter
I see
what.
what you're saying.
And he's just happy to just be part of that, right? He just wants to be part of
I respect
anything that
that,
it has to
yeah.
do with you, and that's the father son. That's like the Goofy and Maximilian relationship.
But it's not even
Yeah.
just like having confidence in my acumen, because that's true. He's expressed that, right? He's expressed gratitude for like our shared commitment to this effort.
Right.
He's expressed, I'm trying to think of the right word. I want to characterize this properly.
Just say I was spot on.
He's happy with.
Just say I was
he's
spot on.
happy with the fact that we're in this space and that we're entertaining.
Thank
the
you.
idea.
Bingo.
trusts you,
Come
but
on.
is that-
God damn it.
He trusts you, but is that really going into business with each other?
That's what I'm saying. But it's not just that, because this is a thing too by which it's not even just my acumen that's guiding us here. I owe so much to the efforts, the ideas, and the inclinations of
He's
my
talking to
forefathers.
he's talking to the radio right now. Like, get it right, nigga. Yeah, exactly. You
No,
better.
and the inclinations of my forefathers. I'm only who I am because of my senseis and my OGs.
And that's why I would say that it would work better with family than it would friends, because you both have a foot in the game.
Yeah.
Like you have no way to,
Yeah.
like the same way like your friends could like do something bad to
Game
you,
of
but your
Thrones
family
shit.
did it, you'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm torn, because you have that tie already.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you have business challenges, you're more than likely to work through them with your family than you would with your friends, because you're tied together.
And then
It's already
Officially.
attached.
and then when you talk to other people about like, hey, me and my friend did this and we already executed the business and stuff, whatever. But this is how I feel and this is how they feel. And they're gonna be like, well, baby, maybe it ain't the best way for you to move forward with this individual. Maybe you just need to go ahead and carry on the business by yourself, or maybe you just gotta like.
Who is this, like a grandma or a mama?
It can be an auntie. It can be any of them.
Auntie,
right?
It's definitely a black woman.
Right, exactly. Because you can tell by the accent, right? Come on now.
You know the white women on TikTok that talk really black. It's like kind of fun.
No, I saw one yesterday. They were making what's that shit called? It's like some Asian. It's Asian Louisiana mix.
Those are my favorite.
Those
are real to me.
Don't tell me with a good time.
And then they show their faces. They look like Susans and Sally.
They ain't nothing.
Susan, I thought you meant like the Asiin mothers that sound black.
That's like a porno fantasy.
No, this was
like
a white woman.
Okay. Sorry, wait a minute.
Again, Bradley is not. I just don't support some of these things.
All of these are not those of those who express.
I was trying to get y'all to put a cap on it. I needed to get something to say. No. I want to end with this. I want to end with this.
Y'all cap it like a bug.
Because we.
You go into business with your brother?
Huh?
You could go into business with your brother right
with
now?
my actual brother?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I go business with my sisters for
because
sure.
Yes.
he does investments, right? He gets investment properties. I wouldn't go into real estate because I am not a salesman. I would be good at it.
So what business would you go into together?
Investing, in real estate investments. Sorry,
you just say you wouldn't go into. Okay.
I wouldn't go into real estate with him, like being a real estate agent and being under the same broker.
That's working.
Well,
I mean, however, what's interesting is that if my sisters did anything like that, I wouldn't have had the same answer.
Because why?
Because I feel like businesses that are out to make as much money as possible are not a space that I really want to be in anyway. And so I have more of a propensity to disagree with the fundamentals of the business, and then it become a strained relationship with a friend or family.
So what type of business would you pursue with a sibling?
So that's why I said yes, because both of my siblings do things that are either directly related to social sciences, which is something that I'm a part of, or something that directly benefits people. My little sister is a healthcare professional. My older sister is also a healthcare professional, but she's a therapist. So
she's okay.
I feel like I will be the most business-minded person. Traditionally business.
That's something you
money
understand,
books,
though. That's a vertical you understand.
Yeah.
There's some experience there. So it all comes back to even that familiarity. And I could say then the business, the thing that I would and am going to be doing with my pop is definitely something by which we both share a lane. We both have strong presence in this vertical.
Well, there you go. I mean, like there's commonality in it, and like he has interest, and he loves you, and you love him, and so it's definitely going to work out. And if it doesn't work out, then there's no bad blood. He's going to be like, "Well, son, I mean, that's okay. There's destiny, but we can continue this endeavor in our relationship or whatever." And that's I'll
cap it with this.
Okay. For real? This time?
Yep, and it's a tie back. It's a tie back too.
Okay.
You can guarantee the three people that you're listening to right now will be in business with each other by the time this airs in 2 weeks.
Hey.
How about that?
Oh, come on.
Predict the future, baby.
Cop out like a bug. We all have a fallout.
Not in 2 weeks. Now, watching this back, even if we did, we would have to come back.
Oh yeah,
we would have to undo that.
Yeah. This is a good relationship that like we've known each other for over a decade, and
that's crazy.
And it's just a blessing to be in business with you guys.
Yeah.
So,
I just found out today, and I'm ecstatic that we're in business. I'm so glad that was explained to me today.
Yeah.
No, really, you have to see things that way.
Yeah.
I think even my art by which I make it, and I will put a cap on. These are my finishing thoughts on this. Is like I do see. Not just this. Like there are things that I know will exist in the ethers of this world that people will consume.
That's how you know he's gonna be long.
And either will or won't enjoy it, and that's okay. Beyond just this, with other people that I know I'm gonna do. I already know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I already know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's some shit that I've already been privy to that there's no way that we're not gonna at least try.
And we've had that conversation
it's
too.
Gonna happen
in our mini planning.
Yeah.
Too. Let's not get listeners.
I look forward to that, and I do think, if you have something that you think is worth anything, even if just to you, I think it's important that you first of all acknowledge and express that value in whatever way that you feel important. For me, y'all gonna be getting all my shit. So when I'm posting this art and all this other stuff, I need y'all to go consume it. And
Come on now.
Let the spirit lead you, baby.
You feel
And
me?
I'm just appreciative of the fact that y'all niggas keep showing up. That means I'm doing something right, and that y'all, to an extent, trust me. And on top of that,
trust
like, and you appreciate, like not even appreciate, but y'all get an enjoyment out of that. Like, this is commonality at its finest,
Yes.
and this is like 10 years in the making, right? And I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I love the fuck out of y'all, and
I thought he was gonna play the
That's what we call my term of endearment. There we go.
there we go. There we go.
Pop and shit. You would think I'm.
I need some.
All right.
Yeah, give some warmth.
Oh, some warmth.
Let's all the little
I
jewels.
love it. Yeah, that is
Now blow the children up.
Nah, you fucked
All
up.
right. Anyways, all right. So that's all that we had for the episode for the most part. But
Beautiful.
we got to do a toast.
Oh my god.
And
What we toasting to today?
Oh, hey, all right.
free
So
ships.
hold on. Well, first off, shout out to
Yeah, man.
you know
R.I.P.
the GOAT.
Everybody, if you are a male over the age of 30,
Mr. Boswick.
go get your prostate examined.
Let me turn it
He
back.
passed from prostate cancer.
Are you gonna do like a
Shout out to the OG Black Panther, the first
Sure.
ever
The
screen play Black Panther, Chadwick
God.
Boseman.
And I don't think that
King T'Challa.
We'll talk about that after the episode too. But please go get your prostate, not prostrate.
Check your balls, ladies and gentlemen,
Prostate.
or
No,
gents.
that's your ass. Actually.
No
Prostate?
No, your prostate is your ass.
It's your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I
It
thought
was
prostate
in there,
was
but
balls.
You access
in
it.
there.
What's balls?
But it directly
Your balls,
benefits your balls, though. It does directly benefit your
Damn,
balls.
I've been
But it is-
misguided
that's why a lot of
for
black
so
men
many years.
haven't gotten it done.
Prostate.
They don't know anything
Wow.
about it. But yeah, you have to be
Goodness gracious.
the prostate
things
is-
in your-
Don't listen to me, listeners.
It's a very special place.
Yeah. Oh hell. You know,
Yeah.
it's hey, go get your ass checked.
Yep. Or
Get
even
that
if you
shit.
don't want to get it checked, but you want to, if you want to get it checked for recreation.
I'm gonna get that shit checked at.
I can't. I can't
Shout out
help
Isaiah
you.
Rashad.
I can't.
All right. Oof. Fuck. That's how you know we've been going. That's how you know we've been going too long.
If this podcast does go places, bitch, there's so many celebrities that are gonna hate us.
No, they gonna revere us. They gonna come on the pod. They gonna be like, "Hey, I heard the shit you
I'm gonna have to
said."
delete so many tweets.
Not me. Thing is, I've been. You know what? I love Isaiah. You keep doing
Me
you.
too.
You keep doing
Actually,
you.
hey Isaiah,
You keep doing you.
Ooh, go around. Name a celebrity you would want to come on the pod.
Oh,
Ari
you gotta
Lennox.
start.
You want Ari Lennox?
would be
I would
good.
love.
Ari
She
would be
interviews
good.
so interestingly that I would, and I like her as a person.
She's our age too.
I would love to
Tizzle.
talk to her.
Yeah.
Which I'm posing the
Your
question
turn.
to you. Yeah.
Me. If I'm being selfish, I would want.
It's a tough question.
I don't want to say Pharrell because I really look up to him. He's my favorite of all time. But
Well, shit, sound you need.
previously, I would say Kanye, but because of all the
I would still take him on the pod, bitch. That would be. I would ask him whatever the fuck.
If
He would want to fight me after.
he would appreciate.
Oh,
I feel like that he would really truly appreciate
I don't wanna
like
encourage
the
no more black on
stimulating
black violence.
conversation. It would challenge him.
we
It
would
would.
not
We would
bite
get.
our
We would get a
tongue.
lot of. We would hold him accountable.
leave.
And you think he would leave?
He
I
told,
don't feel
he
like
told
holding
Lori
him
in the
accountable.
first few moments, if it's not okay for my people to be here and record, I'm leaving.
No. We would allow them
That's
here.
fine. If we could get,
I'm saying
if we could
he
come to
needs
terms,
things to be exactly on his terms in order for them
if
to
we could
be-
come to terms where we could also ask him whatever the fuck we wanted to, I think that would be one of the most groundbreaking interviews on planet Earth. And that's why he hasn't had great interviews, because he gives pretenses around or requirements around the interview.
So far, the best one I've seen is the Zed Low joint.
The who?
What's his name? Zed Low?
The street Ed Low off of Buffalo Speedway.
No, that's not at all
No.
who I'm talking about.
No,
It's okay.
no,
For those who know, you know.
I would want. Aside from Kanye, I would probably
I know
want.
exactly what you're about to say. Go ahead.
Who?
No, go ahead.
Let's hear.
I would want.
Let's say it together on count of 3. Right?
Right.
One, two.
One, two, three.
2, 3. Lupe Fiasco.
No.
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 Okay.
It would. No. I would want Dave Chappelle or Rick Ross.
Not Rick Ross. He can keep.
He can talk about.
He can replace me. I'll go on vacation that week.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I probably would want a comedian. Like either Dave Chappelle or Chico Bean or any of the 85 South. Like 85 South niggas.
Yeah.
Like
what's up, boy?
Like because comedians, they have a lot of perspective. They interact with so many different celebrities, and they also have a platform to where they're delivering like a comedic. Like it's a lot of truth to what they are delivering and talking about on a daily basis.
Yeah,
right.
I'm
And so
I feel like this is actually controversial.
I know Kev would be PC, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say like
I know he would
probably enjoy Dave Chappelle more than any other comedian, even though like first of all we would probably be canceled as a podcast.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think he would.
Who I think
enjoy,
a comedian I would enjoy talking to amongst my peers would be Dave Chappelle because of his like you said they have so many perspectives and stuff. I'm like, really? No, they don't. Like most successful comedians have the same opinions about the same things.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle has a wide variety of opinions, most of which actually go into places that comedians never go because they're scared to get canceled. Like he's almost got.
He's so honest, which is what I appreciate about him. And he's been on the list. When his tickets were for sale, I tried to buy them hoes, but they sold out in mere minutes. But yeah, he's on my list as well for the same reasons.
That's good. That means that
I'm surprised you didn't say Kev.
I told you why I didn't say Kev.
Kevin Hart ain't even fucking funny.
I listen to him. I listen to him weekly. I listen to his podcast and his radio show.
Darren Dixon, you're funny.
And he does everything. He does everything.
I'm blushing.
He does everything to protect his image.
Well, yeah, because he fucked it.
I don't
for
blame
a minute
him.
in time.
Yeah,
and it's worth protecting. He's
right.
Do you know how much this man's worth?
He's the richest comedian probably ever. Right?
Is his art more important?
And the one that has the biggest conglomerate.
The business more important.
Which is understandable, right?
I mean, we're talking about
and I'm the most relatable to Kevin, but I know that he wouldn't answer some.
You relate to him the most than to say like who? Dave Chappelle?
Yes. Because like how he carries himself and stuff with it, I wouldn't be as PC as he would.
Would you say
that?
I think you
but we say we live very similar
entity.
lifestyles and we have similar interests.
Now by lifestyles.
Okay, all right. Never mind. I'm not going to go into detail with that. But what I basically meant to say is I relate to this nigga a lot, but not to the point where.
Okay,
see, I'm the type of individual where like if you're a lot like me, I don't want to talk to you or interview you. Because like I need a contrast. I need to sit on the other side, and
because that's what you think is interesting. But I think if the goal of, let's say, bringing somebody on the podcast or just a comedian being a comedian is to pique the interest of the viewer, it might be kind of interesting to see.
But then y'all wouldn't have very little room to talk because I would just be talking to him most of the time.
So in other words,
if it was just anybody that was
similar,
right? If we were talking about like all the fucking action figures in here,
well, I'm about to say I'm thinking like way outside the box.
That's the question. That's to assume that just because two people are similar, that their differences aren't interesting enough, no matter how minuscule. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people are similar that talk to each other on TV.
But y'all too, y'all have to understand though too. Like a lot of people treasure and the reason why they listen to us, the reason why we have so many fucking listeners is because like they don't have what we have. Like I didn't realize until recently.
Or they do.
Like
or they do have what we have. And they enjoy
it
hearing
models
it.
There's
something in them that resonates.
Well, it'll be both. It'll be both, right? Mm-hmm. I've encountered a lot of fucking people. Like it's, I can't even count them because it's so many people that say, you know, like what you have is not common. We don't have It's hard to come by friends that you can trust on a long-term basis and whatever, and to share and pour into them and share your deepest thoughts and your feelings and transparency and authenticity. Like nobody, a lot of us can't do that. I'm 50. I had people that would be like, I'm 50 years old and I still don't trust my homies that I've been with.
My parents say that
I think,
too. Like,
yeah,
the way that our friendships are, because I mean, you know, again, I keep my cipher slim, but y'all know my best friends. My best friends are now family, and so
Bingo.
the way that we hold each other down too, I've heard from. But see, it's kind of funny because some of the apprehensions I know some of my family has in the way that we do carry ourselves is justified, especially given the way that niggas act
based
today.
off of experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Given their experiences and given how in many ways things have not only not changed but gotten worse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I mean, you know, I don't want to paint this picture that, yeah, come on, let's go into business together. Nah, fam, like, you know, there's most of y'all niggas
Circus, which is what it will be a fucking circus. come on, to this fucking circus.
And I'm also like new to this space too. Like, I'm still learning what kind of business like I want to run now, and that part is exciting too. I gotta say. Now that's a good question. Would you bring? Well, see, when I heard that question, I even thought too, like going to business with someone technically could mean just me investing. I would invest in some of y'all's ideas because I believe them to be dope enough to actually be not even just monetarily fruitful, but again,
yeah, if I had the money, I would.
They could maybe make enough impact socially that damn, now that meant something. That that body of work may win something, right? But it may not make us a ton of money, but hell, it was worth my investment.
Yeah.
That's an investment, though. I wouldn't say that that's going.
Well, I
into
believe in
business with
gifting
That's
to people's
business.
dreams too,
Sure.
even if they're
Right.
not investments.
That's
I believe
business.
in gifting to.
You're entering into, okay.
And as a matter of fact,
There's
I
some
actually
sort
want to
of
retract
partnership
everything I
there.
said because earlier
Okay.
I said that's the type of business I'm interested in. If it's somebody that's been benefiting my life now that I finally want to pay them, you know what? In all actuality, if I had the money to pay somebody just for just being around while I'm in good business and good company and success and all that, I would pay my friends just to be there.
He trying to
continually.
flew you out.
Yeah. To be
Just to
honest,
be
if I
around.
hit the lottery tomorrow, like there would be no hesitation.
Oh, I'm getting everybody a meal.
Maybe something that we can talk about later on in the season is
Can we have
talking
a lottery
about paying
episode?
a lottery
What would we
episode.
do?
Well, we just imagine. I do it every day because I got issues.
Just spin the wheel of topics.
no lottery and talk about what you would do and what it would be like if
You think about this a
won
lot?
the lottery. I think about it daily.
We should talk about that.
I buy a scratch off every 2 weeks.
That's some nigga shit.
I'm never gonna win
such
the
nigga
jackpot.
shit. Like
you
you're
could
never
be
gonna
putting
win the
that
lottery.
same money in.
What's the most I've
in
ever
a
won off a
stock.
scratch off?
The most, like
Yeah.
$15.
I about to say like 10.
All right. Okay, $75 here. Thanks.
All right, congratulations.
Okay, I'm in deep.
How much did you
God.
pay?
I'm just spending
Oh, my
$7 million.
God.
All right, let's wrap this shit. God damn it.
Yeah, because we did a toast and then we went into a whole dialogue for
never
20
even put our hands
minutes.
together for the
toast. We
toast.
never
Yeah.
did a toast.
All right, we're at an
our hands
hour
together.
25. This is actually a regular length episode.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
said
of
it was going
course.
to only
Put
be
your
an
hands
hour,
together.
but
Shout out Black Panther.
put your hands
Wakanda
together
forever.
if you love Obama.
Damn, how do we get from
Shout out
Chadwick
Sherry.
Boseman all the way to winning the lottery?
Chadwick, because like Black Panther 2
Let's
came
not
out.
know. I was
And
wrong.
then,
Yeah.
and then 2, toast to y'all and because we are in business together.
That's right.
And then shout out to everybody who
Today.
is already in business with people, or are looking to go into business with your friends, with your kinfolk. Hope that everything goes well. Here from the Potnas podcast. We wish y'all the best. All right, cheers.
Love y'all. Bye for now.
And shout out those who just minding
Bye
their
for now.
business. You just minding your own business.
Yeah. I like to mind it.
Because not everybody will be an entrepreneur.
I got exactly a shot out of that. Wow. All right. Well, with that said, that is all that we have for this episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds of the Potnas podcast.
We hope that you have enjoyed this episode and the
Yeah,
previous
man.
episode where we have the same outfits
From
on.
last week.
And the only thing that's changed is Dino's Bino, or Bino. Bino's Bino.
That's a business opportunity. Oh my God, go on business.
Don't patent that.
I'm going to call
Bino. All right. B-Rap Pete, give your social handle, please.
My social handles on all the handle places is at Coolin' and Pullin'. That's COOLINANDPOOLIN.
Hey, Dino.
Man, I'm in the dictionary. That's THE_DIXONARY.
And you can find me at I Know JT. That is IKNOWJT. All right, on all platforms. Follow Potnas Podcast. That's POTNAS on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube for all of our latest content. Visit our website at potnaspodcast.com to stream all of our previous episodes and leave us a 5-star review if you fuck with us and this episode. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all next week. That's all we got for you. Until next time.
Peace.
Oh yeah.